is keep your eyes closed. Today we are going to discuss as to whether I am important or the identity cards that I have are more important. Very simple thing, friends. Keep your eyes closed and listen to it. Unless I am there, no identity card can be issued to me. I am not existing because I have a passport or a driving license, a voter ID, Aadhaar card, Social Security. Every one of these cards which give me a specific identity. These cards are issued because I am there. If I am not there, no private or government agency shall issue any identity card for me. So an identity card doesn't create me. Because I am there, an identity card is issued. For you to enter into this classroom, ask yourself, did you bring any identity card with yourself? You will be surprised. All of us, the moment we are born in this universe, we have been given the identity cards. This so-called physical universe, always existing, but my body, this body was not there. Even if you say, I existed as consciousness, I did not have access to this universe without the gross body. Our physical bodies, friends, provide us access to the physical universe. When you are asleep to your body, your access to the physical universe is denied. If body itself is a complete identity card, and see how many different identities are given to us depending upon our sense organs. Without the ears, we have no access to the sounds of the universe. See it, feel it for yourself. Without the skin, you shall have no access to the touch sensations of the universe. The cold, the heat, the air. Without the eyes, we will have no access to the perceptible universe, forms and colors. Without the tongue, we will have no access to the taste universe. So many tastes are there. And without the nose, we will have no access to the universe of smells of so many kinds. So each one of the sense organs is an identity card, using which we shall have the access to the corresponding universe. If this is about sense organs, you have organs of action. Without your hands, you can't lift things. Without your legs, you have no access to walking. Without your tongue, you have no access to the speech. And without the two excretory organs, neither you can manage your body nor can you procreate. Each activity, each perception need corresponding sense organs and organs of action. So in general, physical body is our first identity card, without which we have no access to physical, material, macrocosmic universe. And this body, this identity is made out of the 5 elements. Pancha Mahabhuta, which is the whole creation and helps creating new things in this universe. But for me to have the access with the body, first I must be there as the consciousness, Cetana. If eyes are not there, the child is born without ear, eyes, any sense organ, any deformity. You have no access to that part of the universe. And this identity is also withdrawn in time. You may lose your listening capacity. Nerves go weak, eyes cataracted or blinded. You may lose the sense of smell and taste because of a disease, COVID. Without which we have no access to the universe. But consciousness is not withdrawn. You are always same. As a child with all the limbs, or sometimes without a particular limb. Now friends, you open your eyes and listen, close your eyes and listen, whichever way you feel comfortable. But focus on yourself. Be aware, conscious. If this is about the gross body and the gross universe, we have yet another identity, the subtle body, with which we have the access to the subtle universe. The dream universe, the memory universe. In fact, even in the waking state, we are moving into daydreaming, losing ourselves in various unconscious projections. Daydreaming. Your eyes have no access to the dream universe. Our eyes, ears, tongue, nose, smell, touch have no access to the subtle dream or the memory universe. In your dream, you are conscious. The field of experience projected out of your memories. That is your identity for the dream space, a dream body. And then you have yet another identity card, causal body, deep sleep state. Each body has its own field of experience through which you have the access to that corresponding universe. Without the gross body, you have no access to the gross universe. Without the mind, the subtle body, you have no access to the subtle dream universe. Without the causal body, where both what they call in Sanskrit karana sarira, sarira dvayasya karana matra, the causal body in which both gross and the subtle body remain in a seed state, potential. Deep sleep is bija avastha, seed state, where the gross and the subtle remain potential. But they are also the same consciousness, awareness. Waking up, you say, you had a beautiful sleep. You slept like a log of wood. Naham janami, I didn't know myself. Nakinchi janami, now that I know anything else. Waking up, you say, you did not know anything, either yourself or anything else. But that knowledge, knowing, was there. So knowing, being consciousness, is your supreme identity, which nobody gives you, nobody can take it away from you. No government declaration, no king's announcement. Nobody has the power to take away awareness from my being who I am. This universe, the playground of everybody, into which we find ourselves with the help of a gross body. And this physical body, as we have seen in the beginning classes, has got three bodies: gross body, subtle body, causal body. 5 different koshas. Annamaya, food sheet. Pranamaya, the vital air. Prana, apana, vyana, samana, udana. Manomaya, all the thoughts with I thought. Buddhi, the intelligence. Again all thoughts with I thought. The thought world. And the last, Anandamaya kosha, the deep sleep. With the gross body, Annamaya kosha, subtle body, Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnanamaya, 3 koshas. The deep sleep state, Anandamaya kosha. Just you see your experiences. In the dream state, the waking state, if it is associated with gross body, dream state associated with the subtle body, the pranamaya kosha is the connecting link between the gross body and the subtle body. That is why, even when you are dreaming, your pranic activities are continuing. Breathing, circulation, digestion, everything continues. And because it is a connecting link, when the dream body, the subtle body is active in a dream, there a tiger is projected and your dream body is running in high speed. Breathless, you wake up. When you wake up, your body also is palpitating. With the pranamaya, which is the link between the gross and the subtle. That is why when the prana, breathing stops, you are finished. So that also is an identity. But both goes into potential state in the deep sleep state. And total ignorance, that is also your identity. I don't know anything else, nor I know myself. But waking up, you say, I slept well. How do you know that? I know. So there is pure consciousness, Chetana, blissful. Pure ignorance, deep sleep, very blissful. I know everything, I know nothing. Both are very blissful. In the dream and the deep sleep, problem is, I say I know myself, but because of ignorance, I take myself to be somebody else. In deep sleep, you are ignorant, but you are not taking yourself to be ignorant. Pure ignorance. That is what the one possible Upanishad will say. Grahana, agrahana. Grahana means pure knowledge, pure awareness, yourself. You are always there. Or agrahana, no perception of anything. Deep sleep, very blissful. Dream and waking, anyatha grahana. You take yourself to be other than who you are. You take yourself as you are, you have no problem. Don't see at all anything about yourself, that also is not problem. So pure ignorance is bliss. Pure awareness, of course, blissful. But anyatha grahana, where you don't know, that's not a crime. But if you know yourself to be something other than who you are, projection, then the dream and the waking, that becomes the playground of the emotions, perceptions, sensations. This is our fundamental arrangement. Natural, universal arrangement for everybody. But once we are born, friends, now you can open your eyes or close your eyes. Just see the dramatization of your own physical body. The identities that are given to this body belongs to this world. A name was given to you. You are born. First you are unborn. Ajo nitya saswatayam purana. You are unborn, eternal, pure awareness. When the physical body was born, jayate, it was born. It had no name. Like anything else in this universe, it's a nameless universe. Just see, friends, as it is. It's a nameless universe. Human beings only name it. Animals don't name anything. Trees, mountains, elements, they don't give themselves, self-naming is not there. They don't brand themselves, they don't name themselves, nothing. But a human being, they name everything. Ask yourself, friends, this naming, branding is your identity card. The nameless, named. Your first day, your first moment of being conceived in mother's womb, nameless. It grew in the mother's womb, nameless. It was born out of the body, mother's body, nameless. You started crying, your body started crying. Everybody else was laughing. Oh, child is born, baby is born. The child doesn't know what's happening. And they start giving a name to the child. You are born nameless, name was given. You are born conscious. Had you been born blind, they would not have killed you. I have a child who is deformed. You born deaf, dumb, mute. Nobody will throw you out. Because your body is conscious. To that consciousness down with the body, you give it a name. What name? It could have been any name. At this moment you are stuck with a name called Ram, Hari, Ismail or David, any type of name in any language. Languages do not create anything except identities. Identities are secondary. Your being is primary. Because you are there, you are named. If you are not there, there will be no name. So naming doesn't produce anything. But a name was given to you. Then you are connected up. Child, son or daughter, gender difference. Then you are given a citizenship. Then you are given a faith. Nobody is born branded with a faith or a citizenship, a degree from the university, nothing. You pick it up, slowly you are branded. That is why you change it in your lifetime. You did not like a name that was given to you, you change your name. You didn't like the body, which was a boy or a girl, you want to change a sex, change identity. You do that sex change operation, hormone change and all that. You didn't like the citizenship given to you, you change your citizenship. You didn't like the language that you speak, you change the languages. You don't like the faith, you give it up, pick up a new one. But you say, I don't have a faith, and you think you don't have a faith. That is a delusion, because disbelief also is a belief. I don't believe in anything, that is your belief. If the belief of the believer is challenged, he feels uncomfortable. If the disbelief of the non-believer is challenged, he will also feel uncomfortable. With all these identities, understand, did not create a sense of I or individuality. For you to say I, you must be conscious. Whose name is I? What is your name? Ra. How do you know? I know. What is your gender? Male or female? How do you know? I know. How old are you? 10 or 100? How do you know? I know. Married or unmarried? Rich, poor, educated or uneducated? Have you seen a country? Not seen a country? Do you have a faith? Don't have a faith? All these things, how do you know? I know. What do you know? I know. All that identities, I know. But knowing, nobody gave it to me. Think for yourself, friends. They gave you a name. They gave you an identity. They gave you a citizenship. They gave you information, language. They give us belief, disbelief, political beliefs, financial status, social conditionings. Everything was given to me. But nobody gave me to myself. How do you know all these things? I know what? I'm a man or a woman, I'm Indian, American, Australian. I believe in democratic, autocratic, dictatorship, political principles. I believe in the presence of a God, theist or atheist, this God and no other God. All these are picked up here. You are born free, with no sense of limitation or limitlessness. There is no sense of limitation, nor you have the sense of limitlessness. You pick up the sense of limitation, somehow you feel uncomfortable, because even though you don't know, you are limitless by nature. You are immortal, so mortality you are not comfortable with. This is known as like a gut feeling. Instinctively you don't like to die. Instinctively you do not like to disappear. Instinctively you don't like inconvenience, because deep within you are Sat Chit Anand, eternally existent, immortal, eternally blissful, Anand, conscious, You are aware of anything and everything. What you are aware of may be important, it has a place in life, but that you are aware is more important than anything else. What all you are aware of shall not continue to exist. Awareness, you can't escape. Inescapable, ever existent. So many identities were given to us. This is, understand, man-made. This is a complete picture. What faith you have, what faith you don't have, what education you have, what education you don't have, what all things you saw or did not see, what all you heard or did not hear, what all you touched or did not touch. Those are relative dimensions. From your own standpoint, you are a knowing principle, awareness. You are not a touch or a taste. Asabdam, asparsham, arupam, arasham, agandham. You are not a sound to be heard, not a touch to be touched, not a taste to be tasted, not a smell to be smelled, not a thought to be clinging to, or not a thought to give up. To be yourself, you don't have to renounce everything. To be yourself, you don't have to grab anything. Na bhoga, na tyaga. To be who you are, you don't have to give up anything, nor you have to grab something. To have something, you must have something. But to be yourself, you don't need to have anything whatsoever. You are Chetana, consciousness. Nobody gives it to you, nobody can take it away. You have a thought, it can be given, it can be forgotten. You have memories, you can create, it can be dismissed. Self-deleting. You have body, it's growing and it will disappear, fade away. Your wealth, your achievement, your experiences, sense experiences. It's not your choice. You open your eyes, you can stop seeing. You close your ears, you can't continue to listen. Those will be coming and going. Be unconscious, unaware. So these are different types of identities. Knowing is continuous. So when you are born, your body was named, given a citizenship, so many different things. So you are born with the identity cards as though. But then, when we are living in this world, see the drama begins. This physical body will need an identity. One day, Mullah was walking in the street. Somebody greeted him, "Hello Mullah, how are you?" The Mullah pretended shocked and said, "What are you talking? Have you seen me before?" He says, "No." Then how do you know this is me? Think of that. It's an idiot's statement, but shall challenge everything that you know. Good morning, sir. Have you seen me before? No. Then how do you know this is me? Your existence doesn't need to be seen, known, named. What you have should be known, but who you are need not be introduced to. That is why, friends, when you are introducing, listen carefully, when you are introducing, are you getting that? First, you must know who you are to introduce yourself. How are you going to introduce yourself? You never introduce yourself to others as you are, because you don't know who you are. You introduce all that you have to others. This is my house, this is my land, this is my car, this is my body. You don't say this is my body, you say this is me. That is why the confusion, my body, my wife, my husband, my child, my friends. How many such identities you have? To introduce really yourself, first you must know yourself, you must be introduced to yourself. For you to introduce yourself to anybody, first you must be introduced to yourself. Or else you shall introduce all wrong identities to everybody. That's why as a 10-year, 5-year, 7-year-old friends you have studied together. After 30 years when you meet each other, hey, do you remember me? No. You know that person who was together, we went and plucked those mangoes in somebody's garden, they beat us up. Ah, you are, oh my God, how did you? You have lost all your hair. You are so fat. That time you were 7-year-old, now you are 70-year-old. That means what? Your identity is continuously changing. You are unemployed, now you are employed. You are unmarried, now you are married or divorced. So many identities. Since you are so much changing, how do you know you are you? So the system in this world has created a passport system. Every 10 years your photograph also must change. Your profession has changed, you will also change. Just because I was going to talk about this, I am just reading few things just like passport, because in today's world, now especially, identity card has become more important than you. Passport. People are deported from one country to another country. Your access is denied if you don't have a right passport or a visa. You have to prove everywhere you are you. So don't laugh at Mullah when he says, how do you know this is me? For you this is a body, but that's not me. I'm a singer, I'm a magician, I'm a musician. You don't know me. I'm the government, prince. I'm a mafia, drug lord. How do you know? Your identity card can never be complete, because there shall be million identities which shall be hidden. Body is you. Yes, what all experience body has gone through, will you write it down there? Oh, I went to Australia, I went to New Zealand, I went to Moon, I went to Mars. Will you write it there? Your achievements. 1 degree you shall write. But how corrupt you were, you lose, cheat everybody, kill all the patients as a doctor, cheated everybody as a priest or philosopher, whatever nonsense. Will you write down there? That is why, oh, we should deport them all because they are terrorists, drug lords, mafias. Even if you deny it, somebody can impose that thing on you and can throw you out. Because we are living in a world where your identity crisis you create, everybody creates. Who are you? And that piece of paper is so important. Passport in India, blue color passport for common, ordinary people, for everybody. You have got red color passport. You have got that more like a brinjal color. That passport is there. Every passport has a white passport. Depends upon whether it is a diplomatic passport, supreme fellow, so where nothing is allowed, nobody should check you, nobody should just show that passport you are in. Nothing is, no questions asked. So many passports are there. Like different jobs, your identity. And the jobs are changing. If you are a professional, you get different types of passport or different types of visa. You change your citizenship, old passport is gone, new passport has come. Understand, friends? That is why the human being is completely confused. If you are given importance because of a diplomatic passport, you get out of that job, the diplomatic passport is taken away. Because of your profession, you are given a particular passport, that is taken away. You don't no more enjoy that privilege. That is where people who retire, they feel so frustrated. The privileges are gone. If the privileges defined you, if your youth defined you, your money defined you, your faith defined you, whatever defines you, in its absence, you are a non-entity. That is why Upanishad is so beautiful. It helps you to define yourself as you are, self-definition. Absolute self-definition. And in that, all of us, the 8 billion human beings, including all the unconscious entities, Jada, Jadarupa, Jadatmika, Chaitanya Rupa, Chaitanyatmika, whether it's Jada, Chaitana, the whole universe, Brahmadi Stamba Paryantam, beginning from Brahma to the unconscious entities. Brahmadi Pipilika Paryantam, beginning from Brahma, the creator, to an ant. Everything is only Brahmaivaham Jagatcha Sakalam Chinmatra Vistarita. There is nothing other than that. The supreme-most identity, nobody can take it away from you. You don't need an identity card. That is why a person who understands himself, sannyasi, don't think of a red cloth or color cloth, no cloth in your attitude. As Bhagavan says in Gita, Geyasa Nitya Sannyasi, you are not dveshtina kamishati. No hit to eternally renunciate. You have no raga, no dvesha. Not putting on some fancy akar cloth, red cloth. Any monkey can put up. Somebody is naked, as Shankara says, I am not telling. Jatilo mundi lunchita kesha kasha yambara bahukruta vesha pashyanna vijana pashyati mudha. The fellow is a dullard, mudha, dumb, deluded. Why? Because his appearance is jatila, matted hair. Matted, a wise man may put on a matted hair, but putting on a matted hair you don't become wise. Mundi, mundan. A wise person may choose to have mundan, but a person who shaves up his head is not a wise man. Lunchita kesha, every hair must be shaved but should be uprooted. Painful thing, bleeding. A person may choose to do that, but by doing that you don't become a wise man. Kashayambara bahubhutavesha. Kashayambara, putting on this ochre cloth, yellow cloth, blue cloth, red cloth, no cloth. What is the identity you can give to Supreme Consciousness? Like space. How do you define space? With what form? You cannot define space with a form, but no form can be defined without the space. That is sannyas, that is wisdom. Yourself cannot be defined by any role, but no role have any meaning and any value and any weight without the consciousness. Space shall exist without the flowers, trees, mountains, anything. But none of things can exist without the space. Nameless doesn't need a name. The formless doesn't need a form. Understand? So what is the identity you should have? And what is the identity you cannot have? When you go to Rishikesh, when they are serving food, they will not tell the name of the food. Everything should be added with Ram. Roti Ram, Roti Ram, Roti Ram, Laddu Ram, Laddu Ram, Jilebi Ram, Chikari Ram, you know. Ram Ram, how are you sir? Ram Ram. Everything. But by repeating that Ram Ram, you don't become like that. You can be totally mad and you can repeat that. It's like a policeman have a uniform. By putting on a uniform, you don't be a police, you can be a terrorist. Putting on a sadhu may put on a particular, a wise man may choose to a particular dress, but putting on a dress, you can be a criminal inside. That is why there are people who want to be respected for the cloth. Because he's a policeman, nobody should look at him. Oh boy. So political uniforms also there. Simple dhoti and one cap or particular dress, a flower on the something somewhere. You know, people brand it. Then that cloth gets notoriety also. So which one is more important? The person that you are, the truth that you are, or the identity cards? In a relative world, there will be many identity cards. Your parent is your identity. If your father is a great man, I'm the son of that boy. If your son is better, son or daughter, I'm the father of those people. Understand? Like a Bahurupi. You are a person which continuously, like a chameleon, changing your colors, depending on the situation. And you shall feel very offended if somebody doesn't respect you for what you are. I'm a sadhu, I'm going there and nobody even touches my foot. They don't say good morning, namaste. I am the municipality chairman, I'm the sarpanch. Every tiny little fellow feels highly empowered. And only you have to respect the governor, the driver of the governor also is very important. Think of it, friends. Why people name drop? Don't think I'm somebody useless. You know the governor, my brothers, friends, wives, husbands, children, connected. You somehow want to get connected. You completely forget the whole universe is connected to you. Nobody can say anything without saying, I know. Knowing principle. Is there anything more important than that? We are so proud of our little identities. That is why you become so stupid, feeling affected, offended, unwanted, neglected, because there is no self-confidence. You are defined by your cloth, you are defined by your position, you are defined by your money, you are defined by the car you have, you are defined by the dog you have, you are defined by everything except yourself. Therefore you feel completely, continuously threatened. Death threatens you. Why? I will not be there, the whole world will be there, I will not be there. But if you understand the truth, I am there, the world will continuously change. They are my identities. But the identities, identifications doesn't define me. I am who I am. I define everything. That is why Bhagavad Gita what? Vyavasayatmika buddhi ekeha gurunan. Hey Gurunandana Arjuna, Vyavasayatmika buddhi, Nischayatmika buddhi. Who I am is one without a second. Am I the only one? No, everybody. As Krishna says, Aham Atma Gudakesha Sarva Bhutasa Sthita. Hey Arjuna, I am the self in all the beings. And then somebody speaks about this Krishna and tells me what? You want to be like Krishna? You should be doing tapas for a million years. You should give me whatever I want. Why are you destroying people? They come as God, they come as the truth to you to be introduced to themselves. You introduce them to your devotee, or you should not eat this or should eat this, should touch this or should not touch this. You complicate the individual and leave him. He comes as it is. You step in. How do you step in? Nobody knows you. Think of it, friends. When a stranger comes in, how does he come into this place? I don't know anything about him. His father, his mother, her father, her mother, her friend, her past, nothing. But I know only one thing. He is as conscious as myself. Jnana Sambandha. Think of it, friends, think of it. And you look down upon people. He is working in the garden. He is cooking. What do you think of it? I am the government. Oh, really? I am a holy man. I am not supposed to work. Everybody should work for me. Oh. I am a politician. Everybody should respect me. I am an industrialist. I am a billionaire. In your own eyes, you are so small that you want to escape it when other people praise you. That is why you shall you will beg to be recognized, and people can destroy you by not recognizing you. Understand? When a stranger comes in, he comes in as himself. We don't know anything about them. So when you go into all over the universe, I have not named anybody. Neither I am looking at myself through a name. So I am the nameless everywhere. Who is better? Everybody is divine. I am happy that I don't know your name. I am happy that I don't know your parentage. I am happy that I don't know about your past. I am not interested in knowing your past. I am not interested to know your future. I only am interested, I know myself and I am telling you, you are that. Finished. That is why it is so easy to talk to the strangers. But the strangers are full of strange sentiments. Nobody knows me, nobody recognizes me, nobody... When you know yourself, nobody knows me. Wow. Nobody recognizes me. Excellent. Everybody thinks I'm an idiot. So nice. Because you're so full. Fullness. But you want to be defined. What do you think of me? Oh. So people grab identity cards. Like you have got a visitor's card, for different occasions. In a political meeting, you are a politician. In the government officials, that identity. The diplomatic identity. This identity. So many. Like people have the passports. You know how many times they stamped? 100 times. I have gone to 100 different countries. Shall I faint? Because you have got 100 different countries? Because when I have gone all at once, the whole universe. I am at once seen the entire universe as it is, consciousness. Shall I collapse because you went to 10 countries? Think of it, friends. See yourself, close your eyes. Ask yourself, who is more important? Your cards, identities, or yourself? For you to be yourself, what identities you can have, or you should not have. In every identity you are there, yet you are not a limited identity. Samanadika varjita. There is nobody equal to me, greater than me, or smaller than me, meaning we all are one. Sarvavastha vivarjita, sarvopadi vinirmukta. O Mother, sarvopadi vinirmukta. All upadis are not there. Sarva avastha vivarjita. Waking, dream, deep sleep. Nothing. Chaturtham manyante. Consider as a fourth. Turiya is not an avastha. Waking, dream, deep sleep are avastha, fields of experience. Consciousness is not a field of experience to get in and get out. You sleep, wake up. Dream, wake up. Sleep, wake up and sleep. Dream. But consciousness, you cannot wake up, dream up, sleep up. Nothing doing. In every avastha it is there. Your being. And play the waking, dream, sleep. As long as the body lasts, live yourself well, as far as possible. Help others. You can't help anybody, don't destroy anybody. And that much you understand. Life is beautiful. Beginningless, endless, eternal. Nitya sarvapasthanu achaloyam sanatana. This is Sanatana Dharma. Where everybody is included, nobody is excluded. You see that place. Thank you.